In case you missed the first episode, I got invited to a wedding, quickly prepared the Raptor, and left Wisconsin heading southeast. I then decided to stop in Kentucky for a sketchy, narrow trail that I managed to crash my drone, break my hitch step, and hit a tree. Now that you're all caught up, let's continue my adventure towards South Carolina. Alright, so technically we've been on the SCAR, or the South Carolina Adventure Route, for probably an hour or so after our long commute to South Carolina. But it's all been pavement, and it was a beautiful drive, but we finally got to a gravel portion with a bunch of turn-offs where there's potential campsites. So because I literally drove straight through the night, I am going to try and find a campsite so that I can make a quick mountain house meal or some freeze-dried thing and go to sleep super early. So I'm exhausted, I'm tired, and I want to get some rest so that I can actually adventure tomorrow and enjoy it and not feel like shit, to be 100% honest. So let's go ahead and try and enjoy this trail and find a nice campsite for tonight. Welcome to the South Carolina Adventure Route, also known as the SCAR. Originally mapped out by Chris Cox on his adventure bike in 2020, this route is now publicly released on Onyx Off-Road for everyone to experience, whether you are in a full-size truck or a motorcycle. This route has a healthy mix of 60% off pavement and 40% on pavement. The entirety of the route is on public roads, so there is no need to worry about traveling through private property. This route allows you to experience a whole different version of South Carolina, as you would never see many of these rural backcountry locations without having driven the SCAR. South Carolina is an absolutely beautiful state with a lot of adventure to offer.
You on my mind a lot, don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in, from the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up, break you in then break you out. In the end we gon' make a child, then we gon' hit the show. Part 2 we don't need no pause. Here with Misty, we gon' get tipsy, don't need a power shot.
Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel. Copy my steel. Face the fact that ain't no cap, I'm real. No cap, I'm real. The plastic bars tryna copy my steel.
There we go. Okay, like I said, I'm just making a quick mountain house meal with a jet boil. And going to bed shortly. Go ahead and do beef stroganoff. You can never go wrong with beef stroganoff, I promise that. to laugh at the expiration date. July of 2053. In case you were worried about them going bad. Hot. If you don't already know, this is EcoFlow's Wave 2. So the Wave 1 was just an air conditioner. The Wave 2 should, in theory, serve all of my HVAC needs. So it's a heater and an air conditioner. So I do have the battery for it, but it is at home. So we are going to have to improvise a little bit. There's 3 ways you can run this. 1, you have the battery. You can charge the battery while you run it, but the machine is just a pass-through to the battery. So if you plug the machine in with the battery on it, the electricity charges the battery, which powers the unit. The second way is if you have a Delta Series EcoFlow solar generator. I do have an EcoFlow, but it isn't a Delta. I have the River 600 or 700. So it doesn't have the correct plug for this. Third way is AC power. So your 3-prong house plug. That is how I'm going to run this tonight because, like I said, I do not have the battery with me, but it is hot. It is almost 90 degrees. Like I said, I want to get a good night's sleep tonight. So what I'm going to do is I am going to put my EcoFlow on my fridge and pull the 1500 Jackery, set it in here, plug AC into this, and then, in theory, we should have air conditioning. Okay, I am well aware it is a disaster in here right now. It is still 8 million degrees. But hopefully this will change that, and this power bank will last right now. It is on eco mode. I just have it set as cold as it'll go on eco mode. And it's pulling about 300 watts, so the Jackery says it'll do 4 hours. That is the perks of putting the filter prior to the water tank, so every time it gets filled up, it only ever has purified water in it. So I don't have a problem using it. Brush my teeth, or rinse my mouth out, or even drink or cook with, and I don't have to worry about getting sick or use bottled water or anything like that. I personally don't care. I have a well at home, so I'm used to drinking like normal, non-bottled, non-filtered, whatever water. I am going to wait to give you guys an update on how the EcoFlow worked. The possibility it was user error, or there's a possibility that it was because of how I had it hooked up or run or something like that. So I am going to wait until I try it with the battery and get that all situated and worked out before I actually let you guys know how it worked. Otherwise, yeah, it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. All right, well, I am just about done packing the truck up. I'm going to finish situating everything where it's supposed to be, bring the Jackery back up front so I can charge it. So hopefully I have a little bit of juice for tonight. The EcoFlow did completely drain the Jackery running off of AC, which I knew was going to happen, but we'll see how that all works out, hopefully. Here is the patch that I was talking about. That is supposed to go on the side of the shadow awning for the alley cab. That didn't exactly survive through that trail yesterday. I got a killer night's sleep, man. I went to bed at like, granted I was up for like 30 hours, but I went to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and I slept pretty much, besides like waking up in the middle of the night to a couple things. I slept pretty much all the way until every bit of 8:30 this morning. That new Hest mattress, such a game changer. I swear to God, that thing is more comfortable than my home mattress. Very, very good. Either that or my home mattress really sucks. So I do have to say, now that I've been on this trail for a little while, this trail's awesome. It's obviously it's very easy, and it's listed as easy on Onyx. It's nothing crazy, but it's beautiful. It's just a beautiful trail. It's one I would have never expected. It's gorgeous through here. There's a lot of beautiful country in South Carolina, and I'm just at like the tip of it. Alright, we have a fridge full of food now. We're ready to rock and roll. Alright, so we got gas, we got groceries, so now we're fed, and the vehicle is fed too. And now I'm just going to put a bunch more miles on, and like I said earlier, try and get close to southern central South Carolina. And we'll just keep following the trail and see what it brings. Let's go. Alright, so after searching for probably a good hour and going down multiple different Forest Service roads, I finally found a place that A, I got a little bit of service, and B, was nice and flat and wasn't completely overgrown. There was a couple of the Forest Service roads that did have like nice dead ends to camp in, but they were completely weeded out, and I'm not trying to go scavenging through a fully grown forest to, just get to the back of my tent. So I finally found a nice quiet place off of a little dead end area off of one of the Forest Service roads. There's no fire pit, but I'm okay with that. I am just going to make some dinner. I'm going to have a brat tonight and probably some chips and dip. So let's go ahead and start cooking because I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything all day. I did get cereal for breakfast tomorrow, so I'm pretty stoked about that. Can't go wrong with a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. But yeah, so let's go ahead and cook. And before you guys say anything, I like my hot dogs and brats burnt. So, yes, it's going to have black on it. I've noticed people get really defensive over that. So, just a fair warning. If you don't want to see a burnt hot dog, brat, sausage, whatever, just skip through this part. This is what you call a perfect hot dog, brat, whatever these are. Technically, they're smoked cheddar sausages, I believe. Perfect. Toasted bun, cheese, mayo, ketchup, mustard. I didn't get any hot dog on that bite. Alright, I'm going to finish scarfing down this food. Then I'm going to clean up, go ahead and crawl into bed, look at the trails on the iPad a little bit, because I did find a spot that has a little bit of service. Plan where I'm going to camp tomorrow a little bit better than I have these past couple days. Then I'm probably just going to read a book or watch a movie or something like that. Go to bed. So, you guys have a good night. I will see you in the morning. Gotta love the comforts at home on the trail. Can never go wrong with a bowl of Fruity Pebbles.
Joyride, a hit and run. I thought I loved you and you thought I was fun. I'm moving on down the road. Watch me as I go, watch me as I go. Should I look both ways before you cross me, baby? 'Cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on.
Well, in case you were wondering how easy this trail was, that is definitely GPS struck right on my tail.
I got a new love, he runs for miles. 67 fastback, oh, it's just my style. We're headed down the road. Just enjoy the show, watch me as I go. Should've looked both ways before you cross me, baby, 'cause I don't break for boys. I'm moving on.
Finished eating that delicious steak and green beans. I'm just basically going to clean up now, head up into bed, call it a night, so I can continue on tomorrow morning closer to the coast. So you guys have a good night. I will see you in the morning. Alright, I just finished packing up this morning. It is blistering hot outside right now. I'm gonna go in the shade and talk to you because it is ridiculous over there. Obviously the sun was like right in the tent, so I woke up in a frickin' sauna, but it is really hot. So instead of just eating breakfast and lingering around camp, I am going to just go ride trails today. My check-in for the hotel for the wedding is at 3 p.m. It's 9:45 right now. So I'm just going to go check out the trails and then make my way to Columbia, South Carolina, where I do have a hotel room for the night. So I can become not disgusting and be presentable for a wedding. All right, you guys have a good one. So I got off the beach to try and get some wind out of the picture, but I finally made it to the coast. I ended up coming off of the Scar and going to Charlotte, South Carolina. So there was a couple little touristy things I wanted to see here. There's a lot of history in Charlotte. So as of right now, I'm just going to try and enjoy the beach a little bit while I still can. I am fighting this storm right here, as you can see. Pretty gnarly. I drove through quite a bit of it to get here, as you probably saw already, but yeah, so I am just going to enjoy the beach. I'll put a couple little tidbits of footage from the beach itself, but I'm just gonna go enjoy what I can't normally where I'm from. Place is so cool. I love coastal states so much. After my nice but short time at the beach because of that thunderstorm, I spent some time driving along the coast on Highway 17, I believe, and then made my way into the forest here and just came down one of the Forest Service roads and found a nice little spot to stay for the night. There's I wouldn't exactly call it a fire pit, but there's a nice little area where multiple people have had fires, and I am going to just go ahead and set everything up. There's a lot of noises in these woods. I'm gonna go ahead and set everything up, start cooking, making a Tuscan chicken pasta tonight, so that should be enjoyable. Then just kind of hunker down for the night. We're supposed to get a little bit more rain tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw the awning out just in case, so I can sit and enjoy my food and not be deemed to inside the truck. exhausted. I already just threw the tent up. I'm going to crawl into bed, go to sleep, and then wake up and drive all the way back to Wisconsin in the morning. So, thanks for coming along with me on this trip, and I will see you guys next time. Please like and subscribe, and there will be plenty of more content.